My name is Tom Perk. I'm the councilman for the village of Valley View. My father was the mayor of Cleveland back in the 70s. He was one of the first people that brought up regional back then. He thought of it, people thought that he was a little on the crazy side, but I mean, it's one of his, I wish he was alive today because I know he would be right there with you, working with you and making this thing going forward. I understand, I haven't been to your meetings, but I understand that regionalized always helps everybody down the line if you do it right.
Yes, sir.
And I think it's right on the point. I mean, just give you the plant, when you said about the Honda plant, we have the Chevy plant, that's Lordstown. And realistically, I never realized until I went to like PA, people actually from PA work in Lordstown. And it really helped the region over there. That whole region, the people there got jobs all over. So the point is, you're right on that thing. No matter where anybody comes in, will work tremendously for everybody, because it's not like it was 100 years ago or when people had to actually live close to work, because they couldn't, they either had to walk to work or take a bus. People actually drive 45 minutes an hour, and if anybody's been outside the bubble of Cleveland, realizes that people drive sometimes an hour and a half all over the country to come to work. When people say we have rush hour traffic here in Cleveland, you have no idea what rush hour traffic is until you've been in New York and moved four miles in 2.5 hours. So I can tell you we have something here. I think Cleveland would be a great location. We have everything here. We have water. Everything. We have the sewers. We have everything going. I think tremendously give you guys a lot of courage. I hope that this goes through. And anything in my community, you just let me know, and I'll be happy to work with you on that.
Bravo, bravo. Let me thank you for that statement and that support. And I also want to support your comment. You know, the Fund for Economic Future did a study last year that came out, and it was rather revealing. And not that other areas of the country aren't fractured. Some are not as, or some are even more than what we are. But we spend more money per capita, 10% of our regional gross economy, on our governance. It's unsustainable. And we're not getting the services out of it that we need. It's unsustainable. We can do better. And yet at the same time, we can remain individual cities with our individual missions and our individual achievements, but working together to reduce that cost so that we can create jobs. What this is about is creating jobs, and we're the most productive. I just got back from India in February on a trade mission with the Summit County mayors. We are the most, and I'm not saying this because it's just a happenstance, this is a fact, the most productive region in the world. But as you increase your productivity, you're not necessarily increasing your jobs. And in order for us to put and have inclusion all the way around so everybody benefits, you have to create more jobs as you enhance your productivity. And this helps us to do that. So, yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the disparities. You know, there are some significant disparities between communities. You can just look at the outer ring suburbs. Many of them are doing just fine. The inner ring suburbs just 15 or 20 years ago were doing fine, and they've seen that they've had a loss in their commercial industrial. They've had a loss in population. They have had a decrease in their revenues that are available to them. But yet at the same time, people are working all across the region already. 25% of all working adults in Northeast Ohio per county leave their counties every day. In my town, Hudson, I don't know how many of you have been out there, 70% of our working adults leave town every day to work somewhere else. Cleveland, Akron, Lorain, Brooklyn, Broadview Heights, wherever, okay, Beechwood. They leave town every day and they come home. We have 15,500 employees out there for jobs out there. If we put together a new growth revenue sharing plan, we don't eliminate disparities, but we will reduce those disparities. And no region is healthy when they have disparities as broad as what we have It's just not, again, I'm going to use the word sustainable. And we help reduce that, and we grow better. Every community benefits more so than what they have been under the current way that we do business. Every business, every community.